Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Naura Alifa Rania. In this opportunity, I am going to present my research, which is titled Analysis of Forms and Functions of Illocutionary Speech Act in Schlafzimmer 2021 edition IKEA's German brochure. This study was conducted with the help of my co-author, Mrs. Julia Wulandari. I will be talking through 5 chapters one by one, which are as follows. As you can see, we are going to begin with introduction, followed by research problems, methods, analysis, and we are going to conclude with, of course, the conclusion. And now I will begin with the first chapter, introduction. I am now going to introduce you to the concept of speech act. Speech act is a pragmatic discipline in which it is believed that words or phrases contain certain meanings. As you can read in the presentation, the meaning goes beyond what is said in the sentence. Speech acts are essentially referred to the actions performed through produced utterances, allowing speakers to perform actions through mere words and phrases. An example would be someone uttering the sentence, "This box is very heavy." The sentence can be understood as the speaker stating that a box is very heavy, but can also be understood as speaker requesting for help to lift the box. Speech act theory was first put forward by British philosopher John Langshaw Austin. He was perhaps best known for his contribution in developing the speech act theories. The speech act theory was first talked elaborately through his book How to Do Things with Words, which was published in 1962. In his book, Austin described speech act as an action in which to say something is to do something, or in which by saying or in saying something, we are doing something. In his first version of the theory, Austin divided speech act into 3 types. The first one is locutionary speech, or the act of saying something. The second is illocutionary speech, or the act of doing something. And the third is perlocutionary speech, or the act of affecting someone. Austin's speech act theory was thought to be far too generalized by some experts, resulting in several more defined speech act theories. American philosopher John Searle then put forward a further detailed version of the speech act theory, in which he stated there are 5 forms to each speech act, which are assertive, directive, commissive, expressive, and declarative. These forms are followed by communicative functions. The communicative functions for assertive form are stating, suggesting, boasting, complaining, and claiming. For directive form, there are ordering, commanding, requesting, advising, and recommending. For commissive form, there are promising, vowing, and offering. For expressive form, there are thanking, congratulating, pardoning, blaming, praising, and condoling. And lastly, for declarative form, there are resigning, dismissing, christening, naming, appointing, excommunicating, and lastly, there is sentencing. The object of this study is IKEA brochure. IKEA is a Swedish multinational company which sells furniture and household appliances. Every year, IKEA would print out a number of advertisings, including an annual brochure. This brochure is somewhat of an icon of IKEA because of its unique narrative. It doesn't feel like a brochure, it's like a printed friend trying to recommend you which IKEA products to buy. I believe this effect is caused by the usage of speech act, which makes this brochure an interesting study object. This study aims to answer 2 simple questions, which are as follows. First question is, which illocutionary speech act forms can be found in IKEA's Schlafzimmer 2021 German brochure? And second question is, which illocutionary speech act functions can be found in IKEA's Schlafzimmer 2021 German brochure? This study is conducted using qualitative approach and is supported by quantitative method as well as descriptive analysis method. The aforementioned research procedures and methods were chosen because they were deemed suitable to meet and fulfill the objectives of this study. 4 out of 5 forms of illocutionary speech act can be found in IKEA German's brochure. 4 of them are assertive, directive, commissive, and expressive. Meanwhile, communicative functions from each forms that can be found in IKEA German's brochure are stating, claiming, ordering, advising, recommending, promising, offering, and thanking. Assertive functions are marked by the usage of declarative sentence. Directive functions are marked by the usage of imperative sentence. Commissive functions are marked by the usage of sentences that bound the speaker to make a commitment or promise to do a certain act in the future, while expressive functions are marked by the usage of words or phrases that express the speaker's psychological attitude. Here I have 4 examples of each speech act form. For the assertive form, the function is stating. The example here functions to inform customers about the services IKEA provide. The information delivered is delivered as is to keep it honest and clear. Information contained in the sentence also aims to encourage and raise interest from the current and would-be consumers to shop at IKEA. For the directive form, the function is ordering. The example functions as an order from the speaker to the customers, encouraging them to seek professional help from IKEA staffs, dubbed as experts here. This order is an aim from the speaker to convince customers that IKEA is a reliable solution to shop for their home needs, thus raising potential sales. Next, we have the commissive form. The function is promising. This example promises the advantages and excellences of an IKEA product. The promises delivered in this sentence also implicitly convince the customers that IKEA has top-notch products. And lastly, we have the expressive form, which function is thanking. Through this example, the speaker expresses their gratitude by saying that they are thankful about the functions a certain IKEA product has. This can be seen from the usage of the word dank, which translates into thank. This will then gain customers' trust to purchase IKEA products. We now arrive at the final chapter of this presentation, which is a conclusion. From what I have presented, it can be concluded that the dominant forms and functions found in IKEA Germany's Schlafzimmer 2021 brochure are respectively the assertive form and the promising function. The assertive form is used to ensure the credibility of the services and qualities promoted by IKEA, while the promising function is to convince customers about the products that are being sold at IKEA. All in all, the usage of speech acts in IKEA's brochure is a way to appeal to the customers without being too hard-selling and to gain customers' trust. And that is all for now. Thank you for your attention.